Hello.
Hello.
Jadon, did you get all dolled up?
No.
No, he's been wearing that all day.
Me just wearing a shirt that has buttons on it dolled up to you?
Yes.
Hmm.
Beware of the blob. It creeps
Beware
and leaps and glides and slides across the floor, right through the door and all around the wall. A splotch.
Watch. Be careful of the
The
blob.
blob.
Welcome to the first annual INTS movie ranking, official ranking.
TM official. We have we have gone through the
Jade
we
forgot how to
have-
talk. That's why we haven't been recording. We've been teaching him how to speak. It's a really rewarding process.
We go into the we're going into the time machine, going all the way back.
There we go. Good job, Jadon.
All the way back to 1896. Wow, I'm off to a hot start today.
Yeah. And you may have noticed that you're also seeing our faces if you're watching this video.
Yeah, the first video edition of INTS.
A mystery screen. What's going on here?
Yeah, but this is our 52nd official episode, so we're doing a little special. We're going back through every movie we have seen, the old ass ones, not the new ass ones. And we're gonna rank them on a scale from F to S, but we've got our own little names for them.
Okay, so our F category it's not even F. It's sort of a filler category for all the ones we don't remember.
F for filler.
If it was so unmemorable that we can't even remember what happens, we'll put it there. Martin Scorsese fan club. Those are the worst. We hate those movies. We want to kill the creators. Honk shoe realness. That's what we would call a snorer. Margo is the expert in those, so she'll probably be giving a lot of good content in that category. Yeah.
And I think an important distinction between Honk shoe realness and Martin Scorsese fan club. With Honk shoe realness, the movie's ability to put you asleep is kind of a gift.
It's like passive,
With Martin Scorsese fan club, the boringness is so infuriating that you can't sleep.
Yes. Eat Your Heart Out, Vincent Price. We're sort of getting into okay movies. This is our C tier. Pretty Eddie approved. We're all big fans of Pretty Eddie on this pod, so that's clearly a B. 100% Annie Edson Taylor material. We've been repping her for ages, probably at least 40 episodes at this point. If you don't know who she is, look her the fuck up. What are you doing with your life? And
that's just like for movies that are pushing the boundaries and succeeding while they do it.
Yeah, exactly. Real trailblazer movies such as Annie Edson Taylor. And then A Wonderful Knot. We all know why this is the top category. I mean, this set the standard. Need I say more?
No.
Need you not?
No.
So yeah, we're gonna go through and rank all these. We got a nice screen share going so you can see our thought process.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so you can have a visual if you're watching this. If you're listening to it, no visual for you. Sorry, imagine it in your brain. Well, also this template is accessible on tiermaker.com. So we'll share it on our Instagram. We'll have the link in our bio. If you want to go rate the movies yourselves that you haven't seen and probably have only heard us talk about.
Yeah. And you don't need to have seen these movies to rank.
No, just guess.
Yeah.
We'll do a reaction video to your tears as well.
That's good. That's good.
And to your tears.
To your tears, which you will definitely cry if you embark on this journey.
Please record yourself crying.
Yeah. And send it to Jadon at jsokolw@skidmore.edu.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Margo painstakingly went through every movie and grabbed screenshots or whatever.
All right, so this is actually erasure for me.
No.
Jadon eraser.
Jadon eraser.
Yeah, this is it's the Jadon eraser for me. I found these images, but I sent them to Margo in an email file, and then I went on her computer and made this tier list.
Oh,
yeah.
So you did this whole thing?
I did this, yeah.
Wow.
You did that?
I did that.
Yeah, so I did nothing, honestly. I made this.
Yeah, respect.
Yeah.
I made that.
Yeah, those were pre-filled, so I did not have to type them out myself, which was really nice.
Thank
That
God.
saved your fingers sometimes.
Mhm.
So I would think of this as like the season 1 finale of It's Not That Scary.
Yeah.
Season 2 will give you a promo right now. We're gonna be blasting into the 1960s.
Blasting hard.
Into the 1961s. And just give you a little prequel. Jane and I saw the Candyman remake. We'd love to talk about that.
Oh yeah.
Malignant
Right.
comes out.
That's gonna be a movie.
Day.
Maleg Day, as it's known.
Shilpa's really getting into her bone.
We're gonna have more fun, more movies.
Yeah, we're gonna be back to our regular schedule. Sorry, this one came
Well,
out
our
late.
new regular schedule.
Our new regular schedule, which is every other Wednesday. So be looking out.
And it's probably going to be even scarier than before because instead of 5-minute silent movies, we'll be covering horror movies.
Yeah.
That came out in the 60s and 70s.
Which is going to be great, I think, for all of us. I think we're all going to enjoy
Definitely.
That. And I'm going to say this. Never mind.
And I'm going to say this. This ranking is, of course, made from our opinions. So this is really just an objective list of what is good art and what is bad art.
Yeah,
absolutely.
If your opinions differ from ours, they're wrong. You're wrong, and you are bad.
Yeah.
Right. You should go back, listen through our series, and educate yourself.
And probably watch the movies.
And watch the movies.
Yeah, but again, don't form your own opinions on them while you watch. Just listen to the pod and agree with us is what we're saying. I think all of us. Yeah. Cool. So, Ethan, would you like to lead us?
Yeah, let's do it. All right. So as we know, we started this adventure in the year 1896 when the first horror movie ever came out. Another disclaimer. I am not gonna put a car sound effect after every Georges Millet for this.
Wow.
For this special.
You heard it here first, folks.
I anticipate
dropping the ball.
We're gonna say Georges Millet maybe 20 to 30 to 100 times.
And I put a minute-long car sequence in right now.
I'll put like a car chase. Here's a car chase, a royalty-free car chase. Here you go. I hope you enjoyed that.
Okay, that's all you get. Sorry,
okay,
guys.
Good. Compensating. All right. But speaking of Georges Millet, he premiered the world premiere of the very first horror movie in 1896 called Le Manoir du Diable.
Woo!
I remember seeing it. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't really remember. My guess is that there is a house and there's generally some guy who's like a devil or a witch and he's sort of running around and that's it.
I think it was even less than that. I think it was just like two like very obvious fake ghosts like floating, and maybe there was a devil. I don't know. Lin-Manuel Miranda. I remember Ethan's prediction that it was going to be a home invasion movie.
Yeah. That's great. Yeah.
My expectations were so high. I was so naive. I can't believe it.
Yeah, so, for me, this is probably an eat your heart out Vincent Price, firmly in the middle. I mean, like, I'm not going to say I fell asleep during it, and I'm not going to say that I hated it. It was the novelty at that point was very high.
It was 5 seconds long, something like that, maybe 30 seconds. I don't know. First movie ever, first horror movie ever.
First movie ever. So
I think we got to give it some cred. I think that cred of being the first gets it one tier higher than we would normally rank it.
I can see that for sure. I just think for me, I can't remember what happened, so I was going to put it Who Dat.
I feel like Who Dat is I like literally don't remember watching the movie. Yeah. Because I feel like if we don't remember what happened in Who Dat, that's going to be most of these.
All right. Eat your heart out, Vincent Price.
Yeah.
Le Manoir du Diable walked so Vincent Price could run.
Exactly.
And then right up next.
Right up next, we have, I think is going to be a very quick unanimous, Une Nuit Terrible.
Okay, it's literally
just put him right up there.
Yeah. I mean, this goes without saying.
Yeah. Ethan, do you want to just like give a few words about Une Nuit? It really is your child on this podcast, I feel.
I really love this one, and my love for it at the beginning, I mean, it was genuine, but there was also like it turned into a bit of me just like enjoying it. But the more that we watched movies throughout the years, the more I genuinely appreciated it because it's quick. It gets right to the point. There is something clearly to be scared of in the movie. There is a character reacting to being scared in the movie. There's a beginning, middle, and end. And that is a lot more than a lot of the other movies that we've seen in way later years. So
they're bug soup.
yeah, guy can't sleep, so he's because there's a bug crawling on him. So he takes the bug and puts it in his chamber pot, basically.
Basically, yeah.
Make some bug soup out of it. Fantastic. And I went back and I rewatched it, and it even ends on a musical button. There is just a lot of care throughout.
Nice. And is that music original to the movie, or was that something that was edited in by the YouTube?
I have no idea, so I'm
We'll
going
say
to
it's original.
Exactly.
We'll say it's original.
Yeah. I forgot about how in the early days a lot of the music was often edited in by the YouTube person we found it.
Yeah, no sound back then.
Yeah.
But if you're interested in where horror movies literally started at the very beginning, I would genuinely say like look this up and just like check it out.
Yeah, just enjoy.
It's fun. All right, number 3, the last movie of 1896, Conjuring a Lady at Robert Houdini.
Right. This one was just a magic show, right?
Yeah, I feel like this goes in Martin Scorsese fan club because it made us so mad.
It felt like an audition tape of a birthday party.
I remember you hating it.
Yeah. The thing that I love about it for me is the title.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean that's the thing. It's like such a letdown.
Yeah. And we learned episodes later that Robert Houdin was a theater and not like the victim of the magic trick or anything. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, not like Harry Houdini's great uncle or something.
So yeah, I'm okay with Martin Scorsese fan club. Too quick to fall asleep to.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. 1897, we have The Bewitched Inn. I believe, is that not the Thor movie?
Yes.
It is.
Yeah.
And just like furniture moves around.
Yeah.
They're travelers.
Yeah.
Big scary witch on the wall
at
one point.
Right.
Looks like the orgy Thor.
Right.
Yeah. This one, I mean, I would say either Honk Shoe or Eat Your Heart Out.
I would say Honk Shoe, just because like Honk Shoe, you know?
Yeah, while the projection of Thor is startling and new and fun, the people in the movie I remember weren't reacting to it genuinely, and so I in turn wasn't scared.
Yeah.
They felt like they were in a comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the theme with all of these early ones, is they're way more comedic than anything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And nothing new to it. Don't need it. No, I guess Thorgy. Whatever. All right, Honk Shoe.
Yeah. And we should also say we reserve the right to switch these around throughout if we ever decide things are categorized incorrectly.
1897, we have The X-Rays.
Yeah. So this one was just I didn't remember it until I looked up the screenshots of it, but it's just like two people in like skeleton costumes, basically. Really lame.
Yeah, I feel like who dat, not because I don't remember it, but who dat because like, well, like why dat?
I remember it was showcasing the special effect of just like quick cutting to them in the costumes and the broken umbrella.
That's true.
This was a genuine who dat for me. When I saw the title X-Ray, I did not remember what.
This one I remember pretty vividly. So does it count as a who dat if only one of us remembers, or even if two of us?
I say we do American Idol rules.
Who dat?
You need 2 votes to go to Hollywood.
Yeah.
Majority.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Okay, I'm fine with putting who dat.
Oh, yeah, I'll do who dat. Oops.
Ultimately, that's how history will remember this movie.
Yeah.
All right, now we're in 1898, starting off with the iconic The Astronomer's Dream.
Yeah, this is pretty sick. That moon is pretty creepy, pretty iconic also.
Georges Millet.
Georges Millet, of course.
Of course.
This was, I think, the first movie we watched where I was like, okay, they're like kind of doing a story finally.
Yeah. I remember being very excited and using this movie as a reference point for subsequent films because I thought it was actually kind of spooky.
Yeah, I definitely remember looking back at this, even the movies after this, and being like, wow, that was ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Yeah, really fun puppet that ate the dude and spat out some demon children. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? And it made me think of a time where mystery was more alive, when you were like, wow, what's out there in space? I really don't know.
Yeah, it's true. For me, this is either Pretty Eddie or Annie Edson. I would probably say Pretty Eddie.
I was thinking Pretty Eddie also.
I was thinking Pretty Eddie.
All right.
Let's do it.
Straight to Hollywood.
Nice. Congratulations.
Yeah, go on that. Wait, which judge are we? Who is who?
I'm definitely
you're Simon.
Yeah, I'm Simon, and you're probably Paula.
I'm Paula.
Yeah.
I can't be blunt to people's faces.
I'm Randy. I'm like a true neutral guy.
You're real chill.
That's how I would describe Randy Jackson as a true neutral.
And then in the same year, I don't know if this is also Georges Millet, but it's definitely a looking ass or copycat. We've got The Cavalier's Dream.
This is a who dat for me.
Who dat? Major who dat.
I can look it up real quick. Let's see.
A Cavalier is like a knight.
Who dat.
Yeah.
I even somewhat remember us not understanding what was happening when we saw it.
This one is 1 minute long, literally.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So basically there's like a dude at a table, there's a witch, and then Mephistopheles enters, which is like a devil guy, transforms the witch into a beautiful girl.
Oh, that's so scary.
Yeah, that's confirmed who dat.
Who dat? All right. Moving on to 1899, a great movie in my opinion, Le Diable au Convent. Calvin.
Oh yeah,
Devil of the Convent. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought this one was fun.
Yeah, me too.
I don't really remember this one.
Guy in church and devil's like fucking around in the church.
He summons a giant frog and starts riding it, and the demons have a dance party in church.
Okay. Yeah, it's coming back to me now.
Yeah.
I think this is solidly mid-tier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, because I feel like since Jadon didn't remember it and it clearly didn't stick out enough to be higher than mid-tier, we got a lot of movies to talk about, a lot of which are better than most of these.
You're right.
Although I do think I prefer the early short films to the like middle tier silent films because those got hella boring.
Yeah.
Or even the early sound films.
Yeah.
So boring.
It's true.
This is just they were so excited to talk in a room finally. Okay, speaking of movies that made us mad and were boring, we have 1899 Raising Spirits.
Yeah, I think this one was the first one that truly broke us.
Yeah, I remember this one. I would definitely say Martin Scorsese fan club for this.
Yeah, because there wasn't any horror.
Yeah.
Just a guy saying, look, I can show a face on a mirror.
Very disappointing.
Did you get one for Faust and the Marguerite?
Yes.
Okay. This was, you may remember, from a Lost episode, but the movie was so bad that we didn't redo our review for it. We just said on the next episode it was so bad, and that's it. Let's never talk about it ever again.
Okay, I'm gonna say who dat because I have like truly no memory.
I remember disliking it. I don't remember like what really happens.
Yeah, me neither. Who dat?
Who dat? You don't know it because you never heard the episode.
Yeah.
Listener.
How fitting for our Lost episode to go in the who dat.
But definitely not a who dat. In 1901, we got Bluebeard, a Georges Millet original.
Yeah,
this is big for me. I remember the shot of I think 9 dead women that they showed, and that was like the first time it like really showed just like a realistic depiction of death, I think. So definitely definitely like this one. I would say either top of Eat Your Heart, Vincent Price, or Pretty Eddie.
Yeah, after we go through, we can reorganize them within the tiers to put them at top and bottom. But yeah, I would say this one is Pretty Eddie approved because it was like the first one that actually seemed dark.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Unless you have a different thought, Eve.
I would even see an argument for 100% Annie Edson Taylor material. I think this is Georges Millet's magnum opus. I remember clearly the moment where he throws his daughter or wife down the tower.
Yeah.
And then I also remember the trivia that Margo picked up where when he gets stabbed at the end, he actually broke his rib or leg or something and continued acting a la Leonardo DiCaprio.
I agree, Ethan.
Yeah, you convinced me.
Yeah. And if we need to move it again, we can, but
Bluebeard.
Cool. All right. So we got one in every category, folks.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Look at that. I'm gonna have to scroll down.
Very cool. All right, let's move on. Oh, yes. We got the Haunted Curiosity Shop of 1901.
That just sounds to me like honk shoe realness.
And also racism realness. There was blackface in this one.
I remember. Yeah, so I'd say for that reason we can put it in Martin Scorsese.
Yeah. And that's it.
Yep. Anything with blackface, put Martin Scorsese's name on it.
Yeah.
All right, 1902, another whodat for me personally, Satan's Treasures.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say whodat.
Don't remember a single thing.
Yeah, I feel like I don't even care about those.
I honestly don't
enough
either.
To get their synopsis.
Okay, and so then 1904, another whodat for me, The Monster.
I remember that one was in Egypt, but I only remember it because I see the Sphinx. I remember it was another racist one potentially.
Yeah, probably.
Jaden's looking it up now.
Yeah.
It's probably Pretty Eddie making
it's Georges Millet.
Yeah, no, this isn't ringing any bells.
Yeah, it seems like there's a priest wrapped in a skeleton in a shawl. I don't remember any of that.
Honk shoe.
Who dat? Honk shoe or who dat?
No, who dat? Who dat?
Who dat? Who dat?
Who dat?
And I just want to make sure everybody still knows we have the wonderful knot tier up here.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't think we'll need it.
Not for a little while.
Not for a little while, but oh, that bone. Sorry.
Okay. 1904 again, The Infernal Cauldron is next.
I remember that name being exciting, but then what it wasn't. It's just some guy like doing like he's in hell doing stuff, just like dancing around with his buddies in hell.
Yeah.
Nope, don't remember.
I mean, yeah, this could go in whodat or maybe honk shoe.
There's 36 minutes long.
What?
Dang, yeah. It's basically just like some devil guys jumping around in a castle doing a bunch of different gags.
Whodat?
Yeah, whodat. You can really see. I like how the graph is going.
Yeah.
sort of just slowly going.
Not a standard distribution.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, and then the last movie of 1904 is The Infernal Cakewalk. I remember this one.
I know this one has like Cakewalk has racist undertones, or like not even undertones, overtones. But I don't remember if the movie itself was racist.
Yeah, I don't really remember a whole lot about this, other than just like devil creatures hopping around, right?
Yeah.
Whodat?
I
remember it and I don't remember it. Okay, speaking of I don't remember it, 1905, The Black Imp.
I feel like maybe we didn't watch this because we were like, this is going to be racist.
I sort of remember this. I think it's just another devil creature in a bedroom screwing with some guy. I guess all these movies were.
I'm a dozen. I guess that is, if you're going to make a horror movie back then, that is like the easiest cost-effective thing you can do. Get a guy dressed up like the devil in a room.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say like whodat or honk shoe.
Oh, whodat?
Who dat? Also, if you look at the poster for the next one, I'm realizing
We got
this
Thorgy
next
wrong.
this next one is Thorgy, not the one we thought before.
That's okay. Yeah.
No worries.
The Maison Hantée,
Yeah.
the haunted mansion. Do not
Slightly
remember
different
this
title.
in the slightest.
Well, this one had Thorgy in it, not the one we thought did earlier.
The one earlier didn't have Thorgy?
No,
Yeah.
here you can see.
I think you're wrong about that, honey. Henny.
You can see the if you look at the poster.
Oh. Wow. What was the one we thought earlier?
The Bewitched Inn.
The Bewitched Inn. Oh, that's right. Wasn't there a sequence in the Bewitched Inn where the ghost was like cutting up the bread for the guy?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, let's put this where the Bewitched Inn was.
Uh-huh.
That's what we
And-
thought.
And then this into Who Dat or
No,
Hongshu?
Hongshu.
Hongshu. Okay.
Just
Yeah.
doing more of what that bit was over and over and over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry for the confusion, guys. Thorgy Thor, I guess, is not quite as old as we thought she was.
Yeah.
Les contes sans face du diable.
Oh, that's the 46 Tricks of the Devil or something.
Oh,
like that.
hell yeah. 400
Oh.
the devil? Really? Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, 400 Tricks of the Devil. Yeah.
Love that
It's-
movie.
it's-
Hold on. Yeah, I really like this movie too.
This is the one where he is in the train, right?
Everybody's throwing shit at
Everybody's
them
throwing
because they
shit.
hate them.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
travels the world.
Yeah. I would say Pretty Eddie approved, like solid.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely better than either Le Manoir or La Maison.
Yeah.
For
yeah,
sure.
But not quite as good as Bluebeard.
For sure.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's fair.
Sealed Room. I remember this one fondly. I remember this one, it promised a concept of being trapped in a room and it delivered that.
Yeah. Trapped in a room, but not talking in a room.
Right.
Is this the one where it's like two lovers who are sealed in a room?
Hmm.
Yeah.
And the king or whatever seals them up and then orders the monks who sealed them in the
Yeah.
room to death like immediately.
Right. Yeah, I'd say this is probably Eat Your Heart Out or Hongshu.
I would say Eat Your Heart Out.
I would say eat Pretty Eddie, but Eat Your Heart Out is okay with me.
Yeah,
So
I
long
think
as it
I'm
isn't honk shoe.
definitely not a hung shoer, but I would
Yeah,
say
no.
Yeah.
excuse me.
Okay, cool. 1910, we have the first iteration of Frankenstein by Pretty Eddie himself.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think this is Pretty Eddie approved, mostly because I don't remember.
I don't
this
remember nothing.
Frankenstein.
Yeah, I don't remember nothing.
I remember Son of Frankenstein.
I somewhat remember he looked
It's like more hair.
like Cousin It, and then also
Yeah.
there was like a sequence where he was in the mirror,
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
but
This is Who Dat for me.
okay. For as iconic as this should be, Pretty Eddie making Frankenstein, come on.
Was
You
not.
gotta do
Yeah, it was
better.
not.
You gotta do better. All right, and then 1912, we got Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
I
Yeah.
can't distinguish between these two, and I feel like they were both Hongshu.
Yeah, don't remember. Let's put them in Hongshu, both of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm tired of Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. I don't want to talk about it ever again.
Yeah. One was a short story, so we probably enjoyed that more just because it was
Short?
shorter. I guess not a short story, a short
Short
film.
film, yeah. And now a movie that I'm conflicted on, The Avenging Conscience, 1914.
I liked this.
Yeah. The only conflict I have is it was made by D.W. Griffith or whatever the fuck.
Right.
And you hate that guy.
He was just like a horrible person, right? Didn't he make Birth of a Nation?
Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yep.
I
Yep.
thought that was something.
Mm.
Let me look.
Well, we can separate the art from the artist in this
Right,
case. And
right.
I would put this in either Pretty Eddie approved. I would
I-
put this in Pretty Eddie approved.
Yeah, I would say Pretty Eddie approved is fair.
Knocking it down one because from Annie Edson Taylor because of the director.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's
I
very
also
fair.
don't think it's as good as Bluebeard IMO.
No, yeah.
What? I would say it's on that tier. I would say better than Bluebeard, but fuck me, I guess. Let's go on. Let's move on.
Well, you just love D.W. Griffith.
I do. Huge
Yeah.
fan, especially the racism. Speaking of, nope, there's nothing to do with it.
Not yet.
1915, Le Vampire. Remember, we
Yeah.
watched 3 out of 10 parts of that movie.
I remember being so disappointed in this.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is either Martin Scorsese or Honk Shoe.
I
Just
put,
Just I of course Irma Vamp, who could forget? But other than
Right.
that, I mean, really, just
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And the severed head. There was a severed head that was kind of interesting, right?
did I say Irma Vamp?
Irma Vep.
Irma Vep.
Yeah.
Irma Vep.
She was a vamp though.
She was a
She
vamp.
was a vamp. Spoilers.
Yeah, I would say Hong Shu. I don't think it brought out quite as much anger as
I get that.
Martin Scorsese warrants.
Yeah, I think we could tell what we were getting into, so we put a stop to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we honk shoed, we stopped that honk shoe, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly. The Martin Scorsese movies have a certain quality where you have to endure it.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
All right.
Fear.
So yeah, speaking of racism, 1917, Fear.
Yeah. I remember this being actually not terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say this is firmly in the middle for me. Eat your heart out, I would say.
Yeah.
I'd even Pretty Eddie approve it.
I would say typically Pretty Eddie approved, but lowering it one tier for the racism.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Yeah, he finds some kind of idol statue in India, I think.
Yeah.
And that's
yeah.
associated with the curse of him going to die, and then he's visited by
Uh-oh.
him.
Yeah. I think this is our first appearance of Conrad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Conrad White.
Yep.
White.
All right. All right. And then 1919. I don't even have this written down. This is how committed I am to It's Not That Scary. 1919, Unheimliche Geschichten, also known as Eerie Tales. Yes, I did
Nice.
remember the German. Yes, I did.
Nice.
Yes, I did. But did I remember the movie? Not at all. Not
It's
at
like a
all.
couple of vignettes.
I think it's 6 vignettes. I thought it was pretty enjoyable, or at least there were like a handful that were. I definitely remember enjoying it more than a lot of the other stuff we were seeing around now. I would either say Eat Your Heart Out or Pretty Eddie.
I would do Eat Your Heart Out, but like low tier. Eat Your Heart Out.
Is that cool with you, Heath?
Fine with me. I don't remember anything from it. The only thing I remember is there was a remake that was made, and this was so bad that we decided not to watch the remake because it just ain't worth it.
Yeah, some of the eerie tales. There's one that was like Telltale Heart. There was one that was
The Black Cat. They were all like a lot of them were based on other like stories.
yeah.
Or legends.
Hello,
Yes,
Chalupa.
Chalupa.
Little camera shy.
Yeah.
All right.
This is when we're getting into Germantown. And I
Mhm.
like the German cinema of this era better than the French or English cinema of this era.
For sure.
Definitely. So kicking right off at 1920 is The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari.
I think this is S tier. This is like the first real horror movie. The visuals, amazing. The ending,
Really good.
compelling.
Really good twist ending.
The acting. And it's just like in the zeitgeist.
Yeah.
Right.
More so than any other movie we've talked about so far.
Yeah.
Except
some
for
special
Ennui
effects.
Terrible, but
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. A wonderful nut. Dr. Caligari, a wonderful nut. I really liked that one scene where he's running down the street and his internal thoughts are appearing
Oh
as like
yeah.
subtitles that are interacting with him.
I really liked also how they I remember the like dialogue cards were stylized.
Yeah.
And that was like the first movie we saw that had stylized dialogue cards.
Yeah.
For sure.
And the cabinet, the titular cabinet.
Yeah,
The cabinet.
exactly.
Wonky architecture, Tim Burton-esque. That was cool
Mhm.
too.
For sure. For sure.
Nice. Well, I guess Tim Burton is really Cabinet of Dr. Caligari-esque.
Yeah.
It's true.
And now moving on, if I may,
Yeah.
to a movie that I personally really loved, 1921, The Phantom Carriage.
Really?
This movie was so honkshoe.
I was gonna say Martin Scorsese. I hated this movie.
Yeah, we had the same scuffle when we watched it. I really like this movie. There were twists and turns. I remember when this one twist came out, that this one the deathbed lady was the nurse. I literally gasped when I was watching the movie. I literally gasped. I won't forget that. I like this movie a lot, so I just request that it goes one up of what you're planning.
So Jadon said Martin Scorsese. Where would you put it?
Pretty Eddie approved.
Freddie Eddie approved? Oh my
Yes,
god. You
yes.
madman. You
I
madman.
would. Okay.
It's either got to go and Eat Your Heart Out or Hong Shu.
Yeah.
I simply won't have it as Freddie Eddie approved.
Okay, we'll put it in Eat Your Heart Out, so it's one tier above where we want to put it. at.
Okay.
Hangshu, but it will be bottom tier.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. We can come back to it too. And I liked, I've never heard this concept before that the last person to die on New Year's is the person.
So stupid, so convoluted.
Swedish. I fucking hated this movie. I don't think I hated it quite as much as Jadon. I think I did fall asleep.
And probably, yeah.
And remember, he's so abusive that he has tuberculosis and he starts coughing on his family right when he gets custody.
Yeah.
His like small daughter who he also abuses.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right.
And it was Swedish.
Yeah.
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 Also so long, if I remember correctly.
It was long. I like that one though. All right. 1922, the iconic Nosferatu.
Nosferatu.
Yeah, so I remember this one being a big letdown for me. I had really high expectations and it wasn't that good. I remember him scurrying around London with a cab with a coffin, trying to like just not being hidden about it at all, just really out in the open,
running errands, doing chores,
just like peeping in women's windows, being like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you."
Yeah, the vampire design was the best part of this movie.
Yeah, he was definitely very scary.
But it is Hangshu, honestly.
I do share that disappointment where like you see the icon of Nosferatu and you're like, wow, that's spooky. I wonder what else is spooky in this movie. And you realize that's literally it.
Yeah.
And also super anti-Semitic.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We got to knock it down one more than we were planning. I would be fine to put it in Hangshu realness. Fuck
yeah. I would be fine to put it in Hangshu.
I think that's appropriate.
Fuck you, Nosferatu. Stupid ass. All right, moving on. Oh, 1924, The Hands of Orlok. Martin Scorsese fan club. This is, I think, like literally the format of a Martin Scorsese movie.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, we all really disliked this one.
Because it's like cool in the beginning, and you're like, and then talking in a room for the rest of the movie, and then maybe one thing happened at the end.
Yeah. He gets his hands crushed in an accident, and then his hand transplant was with a strangler's hands. That's the concept.
Stupid.
Yeah, isn't it revealed at the end that it like was his hands aren't murderous actually or something?
Right.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He doesn't even strangle anybody throughout the whole movie. There are 0 deaths.
Right. It's really just him sort of
like being tormented.
Him going like this,
being so sad all the time and having claws for hands.
Yeah, I mean, you really get it all from the movie poster.
Yeah, you don't need to watch.
All right, cool. A movie I don't remember again, 1925, The Monster.
Yeah, I was gonna say, who dis?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay.
Give it up, Jadon, because we're gonna move on to a good movie.
I don't know. I couldn't bring myself to read the Wikipedia article, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
1926, The Magician.
I remember this.
Yeah, the lady who's the sculpture falls on her, and Bela Lugosi was the magician, I believe, or was it another vaguely Eastern European looking man?
No, I don't think it was Bela Lugosi.
Yeah, I think it was a different guy.
I don't know if we're thinking of the same movie. Maybe we are. There was a guy who's like a doctor, and he wants to bring someone back from the dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's like, anybody can keep somebody alive, but a real doctor would bring someone from the dead.
And he is using this lady.
Right. There was a sequence where they're in hell, or it's like she's having a hallucination where she's in hell.
Yeah.
That was kind of abstract and spooky.
I would say Your Heart Out.
Sure.
Yeah, I think that's good.
I also just really like the beginning of the sculpture falling on this woman.
Yeah. Classic.
Yeah, I remember this other lady was painting a sunset.
Yeah.
She screwed up the painting, so she just made it a sunrise instead.
You thought that was so funny?
Very funny. A movie that I remember we didn't like, but I don't remember anything about it. 1927, The Cat and the Canary.
I remember we hated this a lot. I remember this was like Martin Scorsese fan club level. People in a house, a spooky house.
Right.
I remember they say a lot. It's like a cat and a canary.
Well,
yeah, they say that.
It's the rich guy who died and had all of his family come, and they have to like find out who the estate's going to. But he was like, all of you guys were like cats, and I'm a canary, and I have all this money. And then they're like, yeah, it was stupid.
You have to like prove that you're not crazy or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who
Really
cares?
dumb. Definitely Martin Scorsese. I'm good with that.
Oh, Chalupa.
Chalupa.
All right, 1928, The Fall of the House of Usher, Part 1.
I don't remember either of these.
No. I remember one was a little bit more abstract and stylized than the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really remember either of these, TBH.
Okay.
Who dat? Who dem?
Who them?
1931, Dracula, starring Bela Lugosi.
Bela Lugosi.
I would say this is solidly mid-tier somewhere. Like Bela Lugosi, iconic. Dracula, iconic. Movie was fine.
Yeah. There was nothing I remember about this movie that I really loved. There was one scene where I think Dracula was coming out of his coffin for the first time. There are also some like other women that he had enslaved. That was like kind of a spooky scene, but it was more like mood setting than anything else. So yeah, I would say this is mid-tier.
I would even put it in Hong Shi realness, honestly.
I'm okay with that too. I was expecting it to be a little bit more Nosferatu-esque, where he's like in the shadows, but he was like talking with people at dinner parties and around town. That was just not fun to watch.
I would do Hong Shu.
Hong Shu it. Wow, look at us ranking shit low that are ranking iconic classic movies.
Iconic vampire movies.
Lower than The Astronomer's Dream.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh.
Lower than, okay. Wait, actually, no, I'm going to put my foot down. This is going and eat your heart out because that's for Phantom Carriages.
Okay, that's fine with me.
Okay, yeah.
That's fine with me. And I wasn't necessarily like, honk shoe. I was like, oh, this is a little bit more boring than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
All right. 1932, 13 Women.
Which was erroneously named because we only saw like 8 women.
7 women, maybe.
I don't remember. I really like this one.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, this is on the train, right?
And she's like trying to get revenge because she was bullied for
this was one of the first there was some mysticism because like there was like a psychic in this one, I remember.
Yeah.
But for the most part, this was the first movie where like the villain was just like a person who was just trying to kill you.
I remember really liking the scene in the beginning where there's the trapeze artist and she's swinging back and forth and you know she's like meant to die, but you don't know if it's going to happen. And that moment just goes on forever and ever. And then finally she does jump and die. It was really good.
She fucking dies,
Really good.
Yeah. This could go in Pretty Eddie for me.
Yeah. Is it as good as Bluebeard?
I would put it in Bluebeard material.
Yeah.
Okay.
There were all sorts of different settings, from literally doing trapeze to a moving train to and it was interesting. And there was anti-racism themes, no matter how unnuanced and maybe backwards they were.
Yeah.
Okay. 1933, The Invisible Man original.
Another one that we're gonna blast.
Yeah,
another classic we're gonna blast. Yeah, I hated this.
Yeah. Too much of the Invisible Man going, get me out of here.
I will say I like The Invisible Man way more than Werewolf of London.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
I would put this in, I don't know, because it wasn't Hong Shu.
Yeah, I mean, I would say this is Eat Your Heart Out, probably.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Werewolf of London is Martin Scorsese.
Martin Scorsese fan club. Let's just put it there and move on. Fuck that movie.
Fuck that movie.
Evil movie. Devil Dolls.
The Devil Dolls of 1936.
This one was cool just because of the effects.
Yeah. Which were really solid. Held up.
I still don't know how they did it.
No.
And also literally fucking Mrs. Doubtfire villain.
Yeah.
Oh right, I forgot that was this one. Yeah.
So many bizarre layers to this one. So unique.
Yeah. I'm good with Pretty Eddie maybe for this one.
I would do Pretty Eddie.
That's fine with me. This one I don't remember.
Son of Frankenstein?
The big window, and then there's a pit of acid that Frankenstein's monster falls into.
I think this is Vincent Price.
As Frankenstein? As who?
As Son of Frankenstein. Maybe not though.
The son's like a child, isn't it?
No.
There is a child in it, but it's the son of Frankenstein who as an adult. He's the adult son of Frankenstein.
Yeah. And not Frankenstein's monster, Dr. Frankenstein.
No, excuse me. Right. And I believe this was the episode where we saw Hellraiser.
Really?
Yes, it was. Where we were introduced to Vagina Neck Lady, Teeth Chatter, and Sunglasses.
So I say for that we put this in Eat Your Heart Out.
Yeah, this is confirmed, not Vincent Price. His name is Basil Rathbone.
Basil.
I literally would hoot at it
No,
personally.
I remember it vividly.
Okay.
I remember it vividly as well.
Respect. All right.
Mummy's Hand, on the other hand, I
A
don't
movie
really
I
remember.
wish I could forget vividly. The Mummy's Hand, Martin Scorsese fan club. In fact, I think this was a Martin Scorsese movie.
Really?
I believe so, but let me look that up.
I thought the first one was the fucking
Isle of the Dead.
yeah.
It just feels like a Martin Scorsese movie, I guess. Yeah, no, it ain't.
Yeah, I don't really remember this at all.
What was his name? Not Bela Lugosi. The other
Right.
the other guy. What was the other guy's name?
Boris Karloff.
Boris Karloff. He was like a military general. Remember, he sentenced that one soldier to death because he was late to like a meeting. In the very
You're thinking
beginning.
of Isle of the Dead.
That's Isle of the Dead.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, I'm fine putting this Martin Scorsese fan club if you care about it. But
Yeah, but if you were thinking of Isle of the Dead, which definitely is Martin Scorsese,
Yeah.
Mummy's Hand should go in Who Dat personally.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
remember it at all.
Mummy's
Cool.
Hand in Who Dat is fine with me.
Spooks Run Wild. This is the
Mhm.
one with the kids in the house with Bela Lugosi, and it's like he's not actually scary, and there's the really racist caricature.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Scooby Doo.
Yeah, I didn't really
Scooby-Doo
like this
type.
one at all.
Me neither. Me neither. And it really made me sick of Bela Lugosi.
Yeah, this is the one that broke the camel's back, the straw that the straw that broke the camel's back. Also, I remember being really upset with this one just because like it was another comedy and not
Yeah,
horror. So that was frustrating.
for sure.
Where are you gonna put it?
Martin Scorsese fan club or Hong Shu.
Yeah, I would do Hong Shu.
All right. And then a solid movie, in my opinion, 1942 Cat People.
Love this one.
Yeah, I liked it.
This one was the first movie that actually had a moment that like actually scared me.
The tone was right.
Yeah, it was the first movie that got the tone down. I remember there was a scene where the main character was just like walking quickly down the sidewalk, and there was like someone chasing her, and that was really tense. The scene where in the pool, where she's like killing a guy.
Also, the psychiatrist was the bad guy.
Oh yeah. I also just like really love the concept of like this like small village that like and this woman who's like afraid of that she has a great evil cat inside of her.
And the whole time her partner's just like, yeah, I mean,
yeah, it's fine.
That's not a thing.
And she kept going to visit the panther at the park. I like that. This is honestly could be S tier for me.
And the shit scooper.
The shit scooper.
Oh yeah. This is A tier for me. This is trailblazing material for me, but I never went over the edge for me.
Yeah, I would put it in Annie Edson Taylor.
I'm fine with that.
I feel like edging
half of it for me though.
Well,
This is better. This is better than Bluebeard.
That's fine with me. Yeah. And if I remember correctly, directed by a woman.
No, we haven't had any directed by women.
Surprise, surprise. 1943, a movie that has grown I've grown fonder for in my heart. I Walked with a Zombie.
Yeah, no, I agree. Definitely.
Definitely spooky vibes.
Had some spooky vibes. Really loved the mariachi band.
The one-man mariachi band.
Yeah, that was great.
You're gonna go and do the thing.
And the voodoo guy, he was so scary.
Yeah, he was very scary. Some really cool shots in this movie.
I'd say
Pretty Eddie.
Yeah, I'd say Pretty Eddie on this
That's
one.
fine with me. I remember like the drums in the background during tense conversation scenes. That was cool.
I really like the setting.
Setting was fun. Yep.
Oh my god, Chulpa's the softest.
Yes, she is.
She is very much so.
Chulpa has vagina neck.
Oh, okay. And then 1944, the episode where we had Grant on as a guest, we watched The Uninvited.
Yeah.
I fell asleep, so.
Yeah, this one made me so angry. I would put it in Martin Scorsese fan club potentially. I remember there was one moment specifically right at the end where like main guy was like trying to like convince people that there was a ghost, and instead of just like literally showing them at one point and like walking downstairs with the other person, he just like tried to convince them, and she was just like, no, I'm tired, I'm not going to listen to you, and like the whole movie could have been resolved.
Right. I'm now remembering this, and then the ghost like tries to get one lady to jump off a cliffside.
Yeah, yeah,
Ugh, boring ass.
yeah.
Hunk
I
shoe.
remember Grant tried to convince us that this was
That it
a
was
good
good.
movie, and none of us bought it.
That was the same episode where we watched House of a Thousand Corpses. So I think they were just like trying to like.
Right, yeah.
But I would say Honk Shoe Realness just because this was more boring than it made me mad.
And I literally fell asleep.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. Now, this coming up,
Isle of the Dead.
Our first Martin Scorsese disaster.
Yeah.
officially.
definitive Martin Scorsese fan club, no doubt about it.
No doubt about it. A plague sweeps an island, and instead of people dying from the plague, they talk about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I was
And then-
gonna defend this movie, and then you said that, and then I remembered, and yeah, horrible.
What were you going to say in defense?
I was gonna say this isn't as bad as the other movies in the Martin Scorsese fan club, but it's still really bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it had the solid jump scare at the end, but it ain't worth it.
It ain't worth it. And also, Martin Scorsese literally has this on his list of 11 scariest
Yeah.
movies, so we have to put it on the
Yeah,
tier.
Martin Scorsese fan club.
Yeah.
Very good. And now, 1946, The Spiral Staircase.
I really
Yes.
liked this.
Yes,
Wonderful
honey.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is absolutely one of my faves that we've watched. I mean, the matriarch character,
Hmm.
can't get enough of her.
Bed Lady.
Bed lady.
The first like true mystery. I mean, it is kind of. There were moments where I was like, oh, that's who it is. But I think they did a really good job of making it a surprise.
mhm.
For sure.
Good red herrings.
There were some fun shots in there. I genuinely enjoyed it. Not even like I enjoyed this for an old movie. I just genuinely enjoyed the movie.
Yeah, I would say this
Yeah.
is top tier, S tier or A tier.
I'm okay
Yeah.
with S in it.
I would say yes.
Let's S it.
This was the one where the main character was mute, right?
Yeah.
Or am I thinking of a different
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
It is? Okay, yeah.
She had that anxiety sequence where she's imagining getting married,
Right.
and the priest is
Mhm.
like, "Say I do,"
Right.
Yeah.
and she
Right.
can't do it.
I do.
I do.
I do.
All right. And speaking of matriarchal figures, we've got
Mhm.
1949, The Queen of Spades.
Speaking of good movies, this wasn't one.
No.
Yeah, this
This was the worst.
speaking of
movie.
horror movies, this wasn't one. This
This
was
is maybe the worst
a
movie we
Russian period
watched.
piece.
Yeah, I'm okay with calling this the worst horror movie we watched in the entirety of our project.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Martin Scorsese.
Yeah, as it was on the list of Martin Scorsese movies.
I don't know if it was on the list of the movies, the same list, but he did talk about it and say it had like a certain tone that was. Martin Scorsese
Has commented on
Scorsese
it.
is in the Wikipedia article for this movie.
Okay.
So for that reason, so bad. And this is why I have a problem with, not a problem, but this is where I have like, there's some pause about putting Who Dat under Martin Scorsese fan club, because I want everybody to know that Queen of Spades is at the bottom of
Yeah.
the bottom.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I get it for the purposes of organization, but listeners know.
Yeah,
Yes.
all of these movies are worse,
Yeah.
Yes.
and Queen of Spades is worst of all.
Yes.
Yeah. The bottom of the barrel. For sure.
Bottom of the barrel that Annie Edson Taylor went over
Yes.
Niagara Falls in.
Yes.
Yes.
Hello, Chalupa.
All righty. Moving on. 1951, The Thing from Another World.
I liked this.
Yeah.
Yeah, this wasn't bad. Another one of the movies that was like a little too on the nose with its message and theme. This was like our first like really atomic movie, I would say, coming out of the atomic age. But yeah, I mean, it was okay. I would say this could be Eat Your Heart Out or Pretty Eddie.
I would put it in Pretty Eddie, personally.
Cool with me. I liked how it really felt like an ensemble movie.
Mhm.
For
I
sure.
remember there was one lady in it, and she was like head and shoulders above every other actor.
It was really good. Yeah.
Like genuinely really good. And I remember being really disappointed that there wasn't much of the thing, and that the thing was just like a dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked that they just like burned him. I thought
Yeah.
that was fun. They just set the whole room on fire.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a really cool sequence
You can put this in
because they literally did.
Yeah.
A la
Yeah.
House of Wax.
Which
We'll get
is-
there though.
Well,
Oh, literally next. Wow. Nice. So speaking of.
Yeah, this is our first Vincent Price.
Yeah.
yeah. I liked
and-
this.
Oh yeah, I really like this
Especially
one.
the beginning.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Um,
do think I fell asleep though. So
Well,
Fair.
that's to be expected. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed this one. Definitely compared to The Thing, I would have to put it a category above, probably.
I will say that I do like the remake better, but that's just because I love early 2000s horror.
Um,
But we're not ranking that one.
I gotta disagree.
I don't know what that's about.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. Paris Hilton was great. in
Yeah,
it.
fair enough. Fair
Good
enough.
vibes. The vibes were just like, so I'm in my basement watching a horror movie.
Yeah.
It's
So
like
I'm in
11
my
p.m.
basement. It is
Yeah.
absolutely 11 p.m. o'clock.
But we're not ranking that one. And that's just a fun story for me. It doesn't
Yeah.
influence
Yeah.
our ranking.
This one also we didn't even mention. It's the first 3D movie ever, so it's got to get points
Oh,
for
the
that.
yo-yo
Oh,
guy.
right.
Yeah, love that shit.
I would put this in A tier.
Oh yeah, I was thinking A tier. And
Was this not also the first in color movie?
the first? Yeah. First one we saw.
Is that what you just said?
No, he said 3D.
Oh, okay.
This was
Yeah.
the first in color movie that we saw for this podcast, and the first 3D movie ever in general.
Oh, wow. Really great introduction to Vincent Price.
Absolutely.
A great role for him.
Yeah, and I think we'll see as we rank these movies, but we probably got Boris at the very bottom, then Conrad, then
Bella.
then
I
Bella.
would say Bella at the bottom.
That's what I was going to say.
Bella, then
okay.
Boris, then
Yeah.
Conrad, then Vincent.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
And then
On Bella, on Boris, on Conrad, on Vincent, on Dasher, on Dancer, on Donner, on Blitzen.
Jeffrey Dahmer?
Jane, do you know
Yeah.
the figures?
No, never learned that.
So sad.
Focused on learning other things like the Hebrew alphabet.
I don't know what that is.
What?
Okay. 1954. Them. They.
Woo!
So this movie, the like biggest thing I remember about this movie is the like press tour they go on about ants,
Oh, yeah.
and they show us
Oh, yeah.
they show us like slides of ants, just like little ants.
Yeah, there's like a
Um,
10-minute scene explaining how ants work and
and-
how if they're big, that's bad news for us.
And for that reason, I put this in Hungshu because, like, oh my god,
Because there literally was a lecture scene, like as if you
Yeah.
rolled up into a biology class.
Yeah.
as if you've never heard of ants.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, and it was very much like, there are big ants over here. Let's send the military,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and not like, I'm in my house and there's an ant coming.
Mhm. Yeah.
And we also watched Amazing Ants, which is
Oh,
so
yeah.
much better.
Yeah, so much
Or
better.
Awesome
Episode.
Ants.
Yeah, Awesome Ants. Yeah.
I like the
Amazing
ending
Ants
of
is
that
the
one.
Berenstain Bears version.
Yeah.
Right.
Look at you. Oh.
Okay. Ooh, another interesting one. 1955, Les Diaboliques.
This one has grown on me.
Yeah.
This one I remember enjoying. I remember it feeling that it was too long, but definitely did have some very tense moments. And I think contrary to what you were just saying with them, did a good job of like making it a very controlled story, only a few characters,
Mhm.
and the drama coming from that, as opposed to thousands of people freaking out over ants.
Yeah, I would say ahead of its time with its cast, depiction of women.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's more than 2 women in this movie, which
Yeah.
is bonkers.
Passes the Beck. Well, I don't know if it does pass the
Who
Bechdel test because
Probably
I think
not.
they
They're
were
always talking about dudes. Yeah.
the dude. Yeah,
Yeah. Even if the dude is dead. And I really liked the
but he isn't dead.
Oh, right. And that was the thing I didn't like. I wish the twist was something else besides that. I just
Mhm.
feel like it wasn't. It was, I don't know. I was really. It kept me guessing throughout the whole movie, and then it was like, turns out he actually wasn't dead, and I'm like,
Yeah.
But then there was an extra twist at the end where ghosts are real, because the kid was like, "I saw her."
oh yeah,
Right,
that's what
right.
I said, and then you guys were like, no,
No, it's the other way
it was
around.
the other way around.
Yeah.
Oh, that I thought that she was doing what what the guy did.
Yeah,
Okay,
Mhm.
yeah.
forgive me. And I also really enjoyed the dynamic between the two main women, that like how different they were. Was very fun seeing work.
One has brown hair, one has blonde hair.
Exactly. It was so
different.
dynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also like that it's like kind of just known that she's cheating, that her husband is cheating on her with this woman.
Yeah.
And like they don't spend any time introducing that to us. You're just like, okay,
Yeah.
they're friends though, so
Yeah.
I guess it's fine.
Yeah, that was weird. That was weird.
Yeah, I would say this is like top of Pretty Eddie approved or like lower A tier.
I'd Pretty Eddie approve it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Word. Okay. Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Hell yeah.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
I think I like this one better than the remake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for Jeff Goldblum.
Of course.
I really like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The remake got lost in the sauce of its wanting to feel like a bad trip or something, and then you're just like kind of bored.
The remake is very 80s in its like practical effects with the like formation of the creatures in the like pod juice or whatever, and this one's a lot more just like reliant on the actual fear and horror being generated in the situation. Like when they're all chasing him, that part was so like terrifying.
The hills.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I would say even the practical effects in this were like pretty good for the time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I would put this in A or B tier probably.
I want to put this in S or A tier.
I would even S it. That's fine with me.
Oh, I don't know if I would S it personally.
This to me was a classic movie where after I saw it, I was like, I can see why this is a classic.
Same.
Whereas so many others, I was like, I guess.
Definitely better than B tier.
Yeah. If you guys both want S, I'm good with that.
Okay. We can A it.
I'm fine with either though, whatever you want.
And then we can rearrange if we need
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
What is this?
And then another Martin Scorsese film.
Oh my God. I definitely fell asleep for most of this movie, so I can't really speak on
Night
it.
of the
Yeah,
Demon.
I really didn't like this.
This was another like Fear where it was like guy is cursed to die in some days.
Yeah, exactly.
But instead of him being afraid, he just kind of deflects and ignores it. And they talk about other things.
It's so bad.
Yeah. This is Martin Scorsese for sure. For sure.
All right, 1958, The Blob.
Okay, so I say the song puts it a tier above wherever we put it.
Yeah.
Ultimately, this was a disappointment for me.
Yeah. I would say the movie on its own is probably probably Eat Your Heart Out. So I'd put this in Pretty Eddie.
Yeah. Or the movie itself was honestly kind of honk shoe to me.
Yeah.
And Eat Your Heart Out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good with me.
Eat Your Heart Out. Yeah, really like nothing to say about it.
Other
than the song.
Yeah, I remember the scene where it goes into the movie theater. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. I'm excited to see the remake when we get there.
Yeah.
Because that's highly regarded. All right, 1958 again, The Fly.
The Fly.
From Another World.
This is when I was like in my major I'm asleep era.
Yeah. This one was okay. Was kind of disappointed that it was just like a regular fly head on the man's body. The big reveal was a little bit of a disappointment. Also thought the ending was like really fucking stupid.
Yeah, the ending was so bad.
With the fly with the human head.
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of like that. What was stupid to me is that they just squish it with a rock immediately.
Yeah.
Thinking that solves the problem flawlessly.
I would put this in honk shoe.
That's fine with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are very small details in the movie like that, or like she crushes him with a hydraulic press that are fun, or the cat gets lost in space somehow. But it's really just not worth it again.
Oh, did we forget the bad seed?
Oh, I guess we did.
Where is that?
I guess we did. Is it too late?
That was 1960. It's too late to add something.
Damn. Because that was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one. I would have put that in A probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we can just like Photoshop it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Bad Seed. That one gave me like that to me felt horror a la like Hereditary, where you just are just like, oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Well, let me see if we watched that for this or for you asked for it, but I'm pretty sure it was.
I think it was for this.
59.
Bummer, sorry.
Yeah, 1956. Oh my goodness.
We done skip it.
We done
Yeah, but if it was on the list, I would put it in 100% Annie Edson.
Yeah.
Potentially even S tier.
Yeah.
It was so well acted.
Damn it.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely enjoyed that a lot more than So Good, than Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Yeah. Well, no.
I would say I enjoyed them equally. Yeah.
I was just looking because that was the episode we saw the remake for You Asked For It.
Right.
That's why I was thinking.
Oh, that was scary. Kiva.
Oh, anyway, Bad Seed. Where would we put it?
I would put it in A tier.
Yeah.
Or S tier.
I would say S personally, but
well, what's great about it not being here, it can kind of float off.
Yeah, it can sort of be in the middle.
Yeah. Okay, back to
our regular scheduled programming. 1959, The Tingler.
Well, this was the one we did with the episode we did with your mom, but she didn't watch it. So I feel like for that we have to rank it one above.
Okay.
Yeah, because she was on the episode at least.
Right. I thought you meant because she didn't see it.
Oh.
Yeah. I like how you.
Yeah, this movie was fine.
Yeah.
I liked The Tingler.
Yeah.
I liked The Tingler. Yeah, I thought he was cute.
I like Vincent Price.
Like Vincent Price.
Thought he was cute.
I would say this could be solidly Eat Your Heart Out Vincent Price.
Yeah.
Because Vincent Price is in it.
Yeah.
Sure.
I would expect to see this on any double feature in a drive-in theater.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure. I like the part where they cut out and they pretend like when they
Tingler's in your theater.
Wall, yeah.
That's really fun.
Oh, that's fun.
That's fun.
The Tingler. Okay.
1959, again, House on Haunted Hill.
I sort of don't remember this.
Remember the old blind lady? I fell asleep.
They were hosting a dinner party where you stay the night, and if you survive, you get like $10,000 or something.
Oh, right. Another Vincent Price ass.
And there's the old blind lady in it.
Yeah.
But it's all like an elaborate scheme to get Vincent Price to die via somebody else shooting him.
Yeah.
He kills her.
But then, he pretends to die and then rigs up a skeleton to trick her into falling into a vat of acid. It sounds like an improv scene. It's like,
yeah. This is another that could go on Eat Your Heart Out, Vincent Price.
Yeah, I mean, sure, Vincent Price is in it.
That's fine with me.
Let's give it to him.
There's like a jump scare where they're in the basement and they come across the blind lady and she's like,
right.
So scary.
Right.
That's what blind ladies do.
Yeah. The scariest part definitely was that skeleton, that human skeleton. The way it was shimmying slowly to that woman. Oh my God. I'd be so scared that I would back up and not look behind me when there was a vat of acid.
In the one room where I know the vat of acid is.
Yeah.
But speaking of the acid room, 1960 Psycho.
Oh, this got the S.
I guess so. Yeah.
For the same reason of Caligari.
Yeah.
And for your boy.
Yes, he's so cute. Norman Bates. What's his real name?
Anthony Perkins.
That's right.
And last
and least. Peeping Tom.
If Queen of Spades is the worst movie we've watched, Peeping Tom is a close second.
Yeah.
Oh, what a terrible.
Literally what drove us to not record every week.
Yeah. So
into the Martin Scorsese fan club you go.
Which he also commented on this movie saying it's very frightening.
Peeping Tom is very frightening. A frightening tale.
Oh, so bad.
Shout out to the dance sequence.
Yes. It's the only thing we'll shout out. Cool. Do we want to arrange these guys or is that too much work?
Yeah, I'd say we could skip Who Dat though, because it truly doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah, truly. Who Dat?
Yeah, so Queen of Spades, Dead Last, then Peeping Tom.
Okay.
Night of the
Werewolf of
Demon.
London, I would put.
Oh, God. Sorry, everybody. Oh, where's Raising Spirits?
Yeah, that's got to go down there too.
Yeah, I would put that there.
Hands of Orlok, that's good.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm good with
I'm
that.
gonna
Yeah.
Well, no.
Oh,
pretty
that
bad.
sucks.
Yeah, okay, cool. So for people seeing this, bottom is on the right-hand side and top is on the left-hand side.
Yeah. Okay, and then on to Hongshu Realness. The Fly for me is probably top of this tier.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
And then them, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, with I guess I can't really see the old ass ones, but Nosferatu I think should be not far after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this?
What is
I don't
that?
know.
Is
There's
that
no
the
way-
Bewitched Inn?
It probably, yeah.
No, it's what is
It
this?
probably is the Bewitched.
Oh, it is
Inn.
the Bewitched Inn. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That can go down further.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll just throw that there.
Yeah.
What is this? The Cavalier's Dream? Or no, we put that in Who Dat. The Sign of the Cross? I guess I'll just put it at the bottom because I don't remember
Yeah, it
what
doesn't.
that is.
I mean, who dad? These are the Dr. Jekylls. They can just go
Oh,
anywhere.
okay. Yeah.
Over there.
Is that the mirror with Frankenstein there? What is that?
No, that's another Dr. Jekyll.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I like spooks better than vampires.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Uninvited. I don't know if I would put that at the bottom of this.
No, I wouldn't.
Probably not at the bottom. I'd put it next to vampires.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Whatever the fuck these are.
Yeah, who knows? Purgatory.
Well, who cares? Okay.
All right, and now into the almost positive.
Yeah.
I feel like Bob's song brings
yeah.
that to
Yeah. I would put Tingler and House on Haunted Hill up there too.
Yeah, for sure.
I liked The Magician.
Mm-hmm.
We already promised that
Phantom Carriage,
at the
please.
bottom.
It's a good one. Check it out. If you're like curious, check it out.
Don't.
No, don't.
You will regret. Sorgy Thor. Can just stay. This order's fine with me.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's fine. I'll put Dracula above these.
Yeah, I would even put Dracula before Le Manoir du Diable just because I don't remember nothing from it.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah.
Okay, Predi approved. We'll put the racist one at the bottom.
Sure.
The racist director.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I'll put. Well, no.
Yeah.
That's good.
I would say maybe Les Diaboliques and Devil Doll at the top. I watched the Zombie at the top. I think that's fair.
I
This
like
around.
order.
Yeah.
What's the one between Racism and Astronomer's Dream?
400 Tricks of the Devil.
Oh, yeah, let's put that.
I like it here.
Okay, that's fine.
Because I think Astronomer's Dream was a really pivotal moment for me. Where
You're
I was
right.
like, oh, these movies can be fun.
Yeah.
And then we still had to wait another 70 years.
Yeah. All right, so we've got Bluebeard. I'm gonna put Bluebeard at the bottom of this tier.
That's fine. Yeah.
I would say Cat People at the top, and then House of Wax.
I would say House of Wax at the top, and then Cat People. So Ethan, you're the tiebreaker.
And then what's that other one? 13 Women?
13 Women.
I say 13 Women is here. I liked both of these better than 13.
Yeah, I would switch Cat. Well, no, I would keep Cat People at the top.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry. And I will say,
also we're putting Bad Seed in this tier.
oh yeah, I would put Bad Seed in front of any of those.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agree.
Yeah.
And I will say about Bluebeard, the villain of the movie is just like generally abusive man, and that's boring.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. New Terrible.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, Nuts at the top.
Yeah.
I would say.
Spiral Staircase next.
Yeah. Same. And
Yeah.
then.
And then
Psycho.
Snatchers. Oh, okay. The Psycho's fine, then Snatchers, then Caligari.
Yeah, I'm good with that. And I would still petition to put Cat People at on Wonderful Nut level, but
No.
I guess if we're putting Bad Seed on Andy Edson, Cat People belongs in Andy Edson too.
Oh, your hands so warm.
Oh, sorry.
Alrighty.
Yay!
Wow, that was like way less painful than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, and more fun.
Fun and enjoyable.
Yeah.
What a year it's been, guys.
Yeah.
What was your favorite movie? I like that too.
What is everybody's favorite on here?
Honestly, our S tier is where my favorite movies are.
Yeah.
So it's
What's
funny.
your all-time?
Body Snatchers.
Wow. Yeah, for me, I would say it's between Spiral Staircase and Bad Seed, probably.
Oh yeah, Bad Seed was really good too. But I'll say Body Snatchers and Bad Seed.
Yeah.
What movie would you rewatch?
I would definitely rewatch Spiral Staircase at some point. I mean,
Yeah.
I rewatch Un Nuit Terrible all the time. all
Just
the
a
time.
minute.
And I would be interested in seeing Caligari again at some point too.
I would put Bad Seed in S tier. I think it belongs with these.
That's fine. And it was a different feeling of horror than I've seen
Yeah,
before. It was interesting.
definitely.
It was very interesting.
I'd
Yeah,
put bottom of S tier, but
Yeah.
still S tier nonetheless.
for sure.
Nonetheless tier.
I would see Avenging Conscience again. I would see Phantom Carriage again. I would see 13 Women again, maybe like the first half.
I can't believe you would see Phantom Carriage again. That is crazy person talk.
Definitely my favorite is Un Nuit Terrible. I'd love to see Body Snatchers again and Spiral Staircase again for sure. And select scenes from Cat People. Those are some really cool, moody scenes.
Mm-hmm. I
And
think House of Wax has rewatch value as well.
Yep.
Especially
Ooh.
the sequel.
Pig Swap.
And I'd like to see I Walked with a Zombie again, just because I really only liked that movie once I had time away from it.
Yeah. Like with Hellraiser.
Like Hellraiser. Like
Yeah. Look at us.
Look at
I
us.
need
We
to see
did it, guys.
Nosferatu again.
I'm glad that we got through all these old past movies. Glad for the next year, season 2 of INTS. Bolo for that, guys. It'll be popping up in your podcast feed.
Yep.
Yeah. We're gonna
BOGO.
do a different voice every episode.
Yep.
100%. We are.
Yep. I'm really excited to see more classic movies. And hopefully this time they'll all count as movies. That'll be good.
Yeah. But I think that our distribution here on this chart is fitting.
Yeah.
A lot of Whodot.
Yeah.
A lot of C tier, just middle of the pack.
Yeah.
And then just a select few make it to the top.
Yeah.
Are there any that we want to move tiers other than Phantom Carriage? Any that we're feeling strongly about? I am fine with the way it looks. I think it's good, but
yeah, I am too. I mean, I definitely don't think Phantom Carriage should be above The Fly.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely think Phantom Carriage probably should. If Ethan didn't exist and has never been born, I would rank Phantom Carriage.
Yeah,
I would put it in Martin Scorsese's fan club.
I absolutely would as well.
Unacceptable.
Yeah, like if Ethan had never been born, like if his parents never decided to have children, or if like maybe their grandparents had died or something unexpectedly at an early age, so they never existed and then Ethan never existed. Yeah, at that point I would probably put Phantom Carriage in like Martin Scorsese fan club or something.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I'll take that as a sign of our friendship.
This is your It's a Wonderful Life or whatever the movie is.
Yeah. I really appreciate you doing this for me then. Word. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah.
But
I'll get a screen.
Even though we're going to be hopping back into the time machine and going to 1960, we still want your requests for modern movies. So, if there's anything you want us to review, just let us know and we will.
And if you don't let
and-
us know, then we're gonna pick them ourselves. So.
Yeah, then that's what's gonna happen. So
And they don't have to be modern. They can also be like
Yeah.
outfits that we missed out on or whatever.
yeah, and then we can Photoshop a bad seat in there into that
Yeah.
image you just took. Nice.
Yeah. All right.
Just know that when you're doing the tier list, listeners, bad seeds not included.
Right.
Yeah, you can always add her.
Yeah.
I think you can
Right.
edit it pretty quickly or pretty easily.
Before you start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just make sure you look out to and compare your list with our list to see if you were right or not.
Yeah, and if you were wrong, please adjust it. Again, we
Yeah.
don't want to have to say
Educate
this
yourself.
again, but
Yeah.
please, we are the only ones who are correct. So
It's just embarrassing. So we're just trying to help you out.
yeah.
All right. Woo!